I'm going to spend a couple more minutes, if it's okay, on her second part, because her second part, what she's dealing with, is very interesting. She's got toxic in-laws, is her words, not mine. Toxic in-laws. They are blaming her. They basically told her, if you would have had sex with our son more, he wouldn't have had to have cheated on you. There's all kinds of other examples that she put in her email, but I think you get the gist. So her question to me was, what do you do with toxic people? But this is the part I want you to listen to. Again, her words. She doesn't want to be bitter and resentful. Now, why do I want you to pay attention to those words? Because this betrayed partner is worried about being bitter and resentful of people that are literally poisoning her. And I mean that literally. Toxic people, when we're around them, whether they're in-laws or our spouses that refuse to do the work, when we're around people that are keeping us in a heightened state of survival mode, our bodies are releasing all kinds of chemicals, all kinds of hormones that can literally destroy us from the inside out. It's why most betrayed partners will end up with some sort of chronic health problem. So the issue, the goal here for this person isn't how do you deal with toxic people without feeling resentful and bitter toward them? No. The goal is, how do we get these people out of your life? That may sound harsh, but at the end of the day, that is what we are talking about. The goal is always safety. Let's go back to that word I started off with, right? The goal is always safety. And if we are around people that are not giving us a safe environment, then we can't heal. You know, we're gonna read a book or watch a video or take a course, but when that person that's not doing any work shows up, all of that's going to go out the window, because now our nervous system is going, oh my God, I have to walk on eggshells again, or oh my God, I can't say what I really feel. So we want to remember safety is always key. So again, to the person that wrote this question, strong boundaries. Make sure that you are really going inside of yourself and saying, what will I tolerate? And what will I not tolerate anymore? I don't want you to be in a position where you do something that's good for you and then you feel bad because it happened to hurt somebody else. You're not being revengeful. You're not being vindictive. You're protecting yourself. That's need-based boundaries, when you are protecting yourself. Now, the final thing I want to say before I open it up is this. This person who wrote this in has trauma being minimized by everyone around her, right? Her spouse is minimizing her trauma. The in-laws are minimizing her trauma. And there's probably other people in her life that is minimizing her trauma. To help you wherever you are, then we want to help build up your self-confidence, build up your self-worth, build up your self-esteem, so that you can put those boundaries in place, so that you can implement the consequences. Consequences can be things like, I'm not engaging with you anymore. I'm walking out of the room. I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Consequences can be, we're not going to be intimate. Consequences could be, you're going to sleep in another room. Consequences could be separation or divorce. I can't really give advice on consequences because there's too many extenuating circumstances, but there has to be some consequence. You know, we all four of us actually, but when we're working with people one-to-one on boundaries, Camilla, Sarah, and I all say the same thing. Boundaries without consequences are suggestions. They're requests. Hey, I want you to see a betrayal trauma therapist. But if there's no consequence when the spouse says, I'm not going to do that, all you did was ask for a favor and they said no. You have to build up your own self-worth. You have to ask yourself, what am I willing to sacrifice when it comes to my healing and my safety in order to save this relationship? So I know that took up a lot of time, but there was a lot of meat in there. And I hope, even though it might not have been your question, I hope you were able to take something away for your individual story.